Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
Morning. Excellent morning. Was better when I first opened my eyes. The big price of Bitcoin's down about about $1,000 since then. But I don't think either one of us is concerned in the least.
No, not in the least. I'm concerned about one thing. I went back to boxing today. I haven't boxed for 5 years. I was quite the handy little boxer back in my time. But from Monday night I watched Junto Nakatani's fight, and I got excited. He's a member of my gym he's ranked eighth pound for pound boxer in the world, and I got excited. So I've
Nice.
gone back to the gym, and I'm very concerned tomorrow morning I won't be able to walk. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm not worried about the price of Bitcoin. Tone, I went first last night. Do you want me to go first again, or do you want to take it away?
Why don't you go first? I was actually curious if Bangbox was going to kick off another trade, but it looks like it did not.
Oh, mate, this is a bit of a ball buster, but it's all good. It is what it is. All right, so we're looking right now at the daily time frame. Let's review where we were. We burst through last night like a hurricane through established the new green wave. On the weekly time frame, we saw the phantom signal come in, which is absolutely exciting. As we talked about last night, I won't re-whip a dead horse here. And then it was funny. You messaged me after the show last night, and I'm suppose everybody was thinking the same thing. Well, we just crashed directly after the show. And what did I say to you, Tone? This is absolutely, I think the words that I used were just, it's too obvious. It's too obvious what is
Yeah,
happening
I
right
was I, I was concerned for about a minute because my futures trade went underwater for like
now.
3 minutes.
30 seconds. Right. Right. But we'll go through that in the lower time frames. It's the most obvious thing I've ever seen. Now we're having that little dip back again. All good. This is just fine. It's absolutely fine on the daily time frame. Nothing has happened if you looked at it like if this was in a vacuum. You're looking at it right now. It looks fine. This candle could close red, but I'm not concerned whatsoever. I'm going to go down the time frames because it was really funny what happened last night. We cracked through a 4 hour time frame right now. We did the great crack through, and then we had this is what that all that stress was about off an MRI top. Looks like absolutely nothing to me. Recovered the 7 simple moving average onwards and upwards, broke through support and resist broke through the acceleration line. We've come back and retested the 7 in the last hour. So what? So what? Looks fantastic to me. Nothing to talk about on the 4 hour time frame. It's status quo. I mean, any one of these times right now, if you're not already in, this is all challenging stuff because you're going to get whipsaw at the top. But let's hope that you followed Tone and me earlier in the weeks, and I'm still in from 60,500. That's 170 odd percent up right now, 106% up right now, looking fantastic. I'm going to go down to the 15-minute time frame because that was where you could really get a good gauge of the action that happened last night. I'm turning off alphanumerics. Oh, geez, that was a nice diamond right here. But I'm turning off alphanumerics, and we're going to look at Bangbox, what happened last night. It was a little funny situation during that crash. I was excited during the crash because I really wanted to reset the bot because we'd had that a great trade here and the fantastic trade prior to that. So I really wanted to reset the bot. And to reset the bot, we need a close below the 128-day. And when we had that spike up last night, this is when we did the show last night, we were singing and dancing. And then this happened. And I was like, this is fantastic. We're going to get a reset. Right here was $2 off resetting Bangbox. So as it stands right now, Bangbox is ineligible for a trade, but it's just a matter of time before this thing comes down, has a little close, and we reset, reestablish the position. All good. But I mean, $2. That's spooky. But it gave me a lot of strength. It presented a lot of strength in the market that it had that great recovery and that V-shaped bottom. Absolutely brilliant. We've worked our way up. I mean, an hour ago we had a new high here from the local high. Fantastic. This is nothing. I do really want to reset this Bangbox, but other than that, it looks great. It's nothing to say. Bitcoin looks sensational. I'm not concerned in the slightest. We've got please go over to the Financial Summit Network and check out this great tutorial that Baloo's made here, my partner, on how to set up Bangbox. It's a full walkthrough tutorial. It's right there on the Financial Summit. Absolutely brilliant. 5-minute video, and you can set up the bot. Join Blowfin for this great cashback. Screenshot this. Get on Blowfin. No KYC exchange. The best no KYC exchange as far as I'm concerned. And Tone, I'm coming back to you right now. The best thing about the bot is we've got two options with the bot. That we've only got one bot out right now, but there's two variations of it. There's the uptrend only bot, and then there's the always on bot. So I've been using the always on, which is it's going to have a more poor performance overall because it's going to be more drawdown, but it's still a winning strategy. So as of now, we're still in that 20% up since we launched the bot. Fantastic. But now the waves turn green. That means anyone who's using the bot at all signed up for the bot and they chose uptrend only, the performance results are way better during an uptrend. And that's correlated with that wave being green. So now everyone that signed up to the bot is now fully active for Bangbox and across both exchanges. So we are in the uptrend and I'm expecting really, really good results. So sign up in the links below. Tone, what are you seeing, mate?
All right. So let's go to my charts. So this was my entry into the leverage trade position, and for about a few minutes here, my trade was actually in the red, and I was super surprised because this caught me by surprise. And it's concerning. Look at this big volume spike. We did recover pretty quickly. We just made a new high about an hour and a half ago, and we're pulling back a little bit. I don't really want to see it go into 66.5, which is what you need in order to reset Bangbox. Ideally, we stay away from these lows and we continue just going higher. But if Bangbox resets, that's great for all the Bangbox traders. It looks like, the lows made over here. I'd like for us to consolidate above 68 and have the Bangbox reset that way, and then a pop from 68 up to 74, which I think can happen. I am very, very bullish. Those of you that watched our show with Mark Wood the other day probably see how bullish I am, especially based on how the election goes. That's going to be even more interesting. We're going to talk a lot more about the election next week and the week after that as U.S. elections gets closer and closer. After doing some initial math, it turns out that Interactive Brokers charges me extra margin. So I do have to correct this graphic. I am not 180% bullish. I am closer to 150% bullish, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I can't wait for options. I gotta wait 2 more months. I'll have options on ItBit. I think they're launching in January. I gotta take my own options course for my own refresher. For those that don't know how to trade options and you have been trading for years and you have trading experience and you have capital and you understand risk management, do watch the options course. You can find it on tonebase.com and products and services, on-demand videos, and you will find the options course. I'm probably going to leave it at $1,500. I lowered the price last Black Friday, totally forgot to bring it back up. It's not a course for beginners. It is a course for advanced traders. It's a must watch if you're going to touch even the simplest form of options. It'll definitely give you good points and advice, so you may want to check that out. All right, back to the weekly chart.
So before you go into the weekly chart, where did the number 74K come from? Please elaborate.
Oh no, 74K is the prior all-time high.
That's right. Right.
That's this one here, right?
That's 70,000.
70,000. 74K. We're on what chart? On here? Oh, 74K. Oh, because I said it earlier. Yeah, no, that's the prior all-time high. Our prior all-time high is 73,757.
Right. Thank you for clarifying.
So I do think there will be a hold at the all-time high. There always is. Once we get into this $71,000 to $74,000 zone, I think we're gonna consolidate, maybe even pull back down to 68K, make kind of like one of these cups and handles, We maybe even establish a proper higher low and then break out. But once we break this 73,000, we could have a straight shot all the way to the 90s. I think this is going to be massive.
What's your
This
what percentage do you think do you give that we'll get below 60 ever again?
15%.
Right.
Pretty
Awesome.
pretty low. Pretty
Yep.
damn low. I mean, look, there's only one thing that scares me. Just one. If we go to Bitcoin treasuries, says my friend Rodolfo Novak's website. The only thing that scares me is this. No, not that. US government holding 203,000 Bitcoin.
Right.
And China's not selling. The UK government doesn't know what Bitcoin is. And I don't believe the Ukrainian government has anything.
Germany
So,
fucked off all their Bitcoin. That was stupid.
yeah,
Germany.
Bhutan's not selling. El Salvador's not selling. Venezuela's not selling. Okay. So the US government, right here, this number here, the US government can actually liquidate this amount in the most destructive way possible to hurt the price of Bitcoin. I can see that happening even before the election or after the election, uh, because I don't think the US government, if Trump wins, I don't think they want the Trump government to hold 200,000 Bitcoin. So my only concern is the liquidation of this Bitcoin, specifically in a manner to crash the price of Bitcoin. They can liquidate this Bitcoin in a manner that preserves the price of Bitcoin, but they can also do it in a destructive way. That's my actual only concern. That is, if the Republicans win, if the Democrats win the election, then my concern is criminalization of self custody. Because if Trump wants to legalize self custody, the Democrats will want to do the opposite of what Trump wants to do. So Trump wants to remove taxation from expats and people living abroad and income earned outside the country, and the Democrats will do the opposite of that, which is tax capital gains, right? It's the most aggressive opposite tax policy. And their Bitcoin policy is going to be aggressively opposite. So it really depends what happens in the election. And if the Democrats do win and they make self-custody illegal, the initial outcome would be a drop in the price of Bitcoin, but it would also create massive self-custody outside the United States, and the U.S. will lose all future dominance of being a Bitcoin hub for entrepreneurs and stuff like that. But this is a discussion for a longer formatted show. Any case, let's look at some oscillators. We haven't looked at oscillators in a while. The RSI is looking strong. It never got a chance to reset. This is a little concerning. I would have loved to have a reset similar to what happened in 2022, but this was also the crash with FTX. If we do start to rise, there's really only resistance here. There's really no support levels, unfortunately. So the RSI is not in the best place. The MACD, however, is in an awesome place. We are looking at a crossover above the zero line. Another week of basically once next week opens at a higher price than current week's close, the MACD is crossed over. The most bullish one of them all is the CMF, which never reset. We can go back to the summer of 2021, where the CMF found a low near the zero line, and this was the run-up to a higher swing high from 30,000 to 64,000, doubling the price of Bitcoin while still making divergence. So imagine if we double the price of Bitcoin while still making divergence. Honestly, I thought we would go higher into 80s back in 2021, and we would not make divergence. So either way, The last time the CMF bottomed in this vicinity and went back to the prior swing high, the price of Bitcoin doubled. So if this low comes in at 55,000, the doubling of the price of Bitcoin takes us over 100K, and the CMF may not even break the prior swing high. So that's a really, really, really good sign right there. Volume continues to decline. A lot of people will see this as concerning. I see this as an incredible chance of a God candle, multiple God candles in a row. There's just not enough liquidity. And with the ETFs buying, like, Bitcoin is, running out of style here, an additional 5,500 Bitcoin yesterday on top of the 8,000 Bitcoin they bought the day before. I mean, how many days in a row can the market sustain $10,000 Bitcoin purchases by the ETFs? 4 or 5 of those days in a row, and you get this melt, like this massive, as Greg Foss likes to call it, gamma squeeze.
Can you bring up the Ichimoku cloud on the weekly time frame, mate?
Maybe. I am not. Oh, we are rallying right now. Let me go to the reason is I would almost rather, because Mark Wood's been texting me. We have like our little private group
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Are you in the financial
Yeah,
summit analyst one?
that's why I saw the Ichimoku cloud from Mark there. It's just
That's
flipped
gonna
it.
be a whole new product being launched on a financial summit channel. This is gonna
Right.
it's gonna be nice. Let me see if I can just bring up Mark's chart here. I'm not an Ichimoku expert. I don't like the Ichimoku cloud, to be
No,
honest with you.
I wanted to tip my hat to old Marky boy because he brought it up in the
Yeah. Why can't I save this chart? What the hell? How private is our group?
not.
No, I'm clicking on the chart. I can't, I'm right clicking and I'm like, I want to save this thing. And I can't. What the fuck? All right, I gotta take a screenshot. I can bring it up. I don't know if his parameters are normal. He's on the daily chart. Let me go to the daily.
Right.
I have a whole like 20-minute lesson in my TA tutorial on Ichimoku Cloud.
Look,
And dude,
leave
I had
it.
to spend I spent like 2 weeks learning Ichimoku Cloud to do that tutorial. It's just not my expertise at all. And I'm like, God, don't make me sound like an idiot.
No, leave it. Leave it to Monday. Next week, Monday, bring your boy back on, Marky, and
I
he
want to
can
try
help.
it. I want to try it. I want to try it. Ichimoku Cloud. I always want to make my own custom ones. No, I have to go back to my Bloomberg. Like I have all of these resources from my Wall Street days. Back when I was working at like Bear Stearns and JP Morgan. And I was building risk models basically, but in my spare time, I would attend. No, this is not what Mark's look. Oh, it is. No, it is.
Go to the
Uh,
weekly and turn off alphanumerics for a second, and you'll.
I'm gonna turn off everything.
Yeah, go to the weekly at least.
No, Mark. No, Mark was on the daily. How come
Was
this
he?
looks so different? It looks different. I don't know. Maybe he has his own parameters. Um, and
Yeah.
I literally had to go back to all my old like study. I was taught Ichimoku Cloud. I just never liked it, and I had to like spend like weeks studying all my old like work in order to um in order to then teach it to you guys.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah. Just use alphanumerics. It looks way better than that, to be
I
honest.
don't know. We gotta get Mark. We gotta get Mark. I'm not or I gotta bring what's her name oh man, Mary Fox Crypto. She used to do videos on Ichimoku Cloud.
Right. All right. Well, Bitcoin's rallying.
Yeah,
Hoorah.
we're gonna go and do that. Okay, let me open alphanumetrics. Let me open this. Let me open this. Let me go to my charts. Let me go to what
Oh,
I am an expert in.
that looks
This is the
nice.
weekly. This is
Much
the
nice.
daily. This is our 4-day. This is my position, my leverage position. I will be exiting my futures this Friday. Thursday or Friday, I'm exiting the futures trade. I just wanted to make money. I wanted to make a leverage trade. I wanted to make up for the whipsaw, and I can't wait for options. And yeah, there's other ways to leverage Bitcoin, and options would be my favorite. We are on my daily chart. We are on a 6 with the MRI. We have left the prior swing high in the dust. This is now undeniable that we have made a higher swing high. We are my downward trend line is a little bit more conservative than yours, Matt, but we
Yep.
are breaking it on this close. Now let's talk about what I would like to see. I want to see us get rejected right here at 69,000 for consolidation. I would love to see the high being made on Friday. The high on Friday with the MRI coming on Saturday. Then a conservative 1 to 4 candle correction without going lower than 68K. So in Tone's perfect world, we close today at around 68.50. We close tomorrow at around 69. We push into 69.50 on Friday, creating the swing high. We then pull back on Saturday and Sunday into 68K and reverse Monday, Tuesday from 68K, maybe 67.5, and then break out to above 72 next week. And that would completely eliminate any excess liquidity on these exchanges, setting up the possibility for a new all-time close at the end of October at 74 and a push into the 90s by end of year.
Geez, I like that tone.
That is basically what I'm looking at right now. And let's see how that goes. Short-term chart, here's a 4-hour. That's probably from the 1-hour candle. Right, so I really liked this breakout. This is yesterday, and then this was the big drop. And today we made a new swing high. We are working on a brand new 1-hour close. This is
Great.
actually significant. We're already past 10 a.m. We reversed at 10 a.m. actually. Let me see. No, 9:45. 9:45 was the reversal. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
This is great. We are very bullish on the 1-hour. We get a green star candle next hour. That's good. On a 4-hour, we are very bullish here. And we're coming up on an MRI top by end of day today. So we got 2 more hours in this candle. That takes us to noon. And then 3 more candles. That's 12 more hours. Noon to 12 hours. So going into the 7th candle, we're going to get the 4-hour MRI top. We do have the ability to get to a second consecutive 4-hour top. And on a weekly scale, where's our MRI on a weekly scale? We are only on a 4. That gives us plenty of room. Yeah, that gives us enough to top out. I don't know. I think the 80. I think we're gonna blow through the 80s, man.
Yep.
Again, let me get Mark's chart. I'm just gonna do a screen grab here. 1 second. I'm gonna do it on a higher resolution. Oh yeah, this is higher resolution here. Oh, beautiful. I'm just gonna do a screen grab of Mark's charts. It's still not the most sharp image, but 1 second. Now I gotta go to my Paint application. I gotta paste it in here. I gotta save it. Save as PNG. Come on. There it is. Mark Ichimoku in pictures. And why is my computer being slow? Come on, saved. And now I just gotta drag it into a tab. And we will be able to look at that Ichimoku chart. There it is. Here it comes. Boom. There's Mark Ichimoku. And we are looking at a repeat right here. This is what we're looking at right now, here and here. So last time we had this monster candle on the breakout, and right now we are in the middle of this. So you can say this was the big green candle that broke us and closed us above the red Ichimoku. So we can say that happened a few days ago. And now we're breaking out past the prior swing highs. And imagine if later this week, like Friday, tomorrow or Friday, we get this type of green candle, closing us at above 70,000. This is the similarity that Mark was showing in our group chat.
Yeah, let's do that. Wow.
Yeah,
Let's
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. There's lots of similarity with last October. This is my monthly chart. Doesn't have the MRI on it. So last October, I believe we were right here. Nope, that's March. It wasn't last October was here.
Yeah.
I don't have one of these. I did not. I should have had another one of these, but I was so bullish coming off of March. I didn't need to put another one of these last October. I was just continuing to be bullish, and I might have forgotten to put one of these last October. But I'm not forgetting this October. And if this October is anything remotely close to last October, oh boy. Last October closes above this massive consolidation, and from there we go up 100%. So if we close above the consolidation,
I remember it perfectly as well, because it was the same situation with the phantom signal. It was the same with the wave flip and green. It was all systems go on alphanumerics at the same time. Exactly.
let's
Phantom
take a
signal.
look.
Yep. Wave turned green. Phantom signal came in.
Right there, the phantom signal came in. 1 week late.
Yeah, but the wave broke on the two candles prior to that phantom
Yep.
signal. They're out of sync. They're not always in the same order, but it all the
Yep.
same shit happened, you know.
Yeah, beautiful breakout. This is that area right here. I think we are on this candle right now. This is the candle we are on right
Me too.
now. The
True.
October 16th candle last time and the October 14th candle this time. We are literally repeating the same exact week. The phantom candle comes in on this candle. Next candle can break us out to new swing highs. This time it's all-time highs, and then it's open air all the way up. This is
Deja
just,
vu all over again.
yeah. If we can last this long in alphanumerics green, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to go all the way there, right? Simply a move from here to here. That's 60%. That's all we really need.
Yep.
That's all we really need, and that takes us above 100.
Yeah.
Takes us above 100.
All right, mate.
All right.
Let's have a quick look at the traditional markets, and we'll wind her up, eh?
I'm waiting for this crossover right here, the 79,000, by the end of this month. Actually, next week crosses us into this green. I want to see that. I don't know why I'm looking at that, but I'm looking at that. Oil markets are cooling down because the Middle East is slowing down on rocket firings. And gold continues to go up. My target remains 3,000. It will top with Bitcoin. They're both on a 4-candle weekly. Sorry, that's a 4-candle monthly. Where's Bitcoin on a monthly MRI?
2.
Oh, MRI monthly is only on a 1. We got a long way to go with monthly here. Interesting. Very interesting. Monthly is only on a 1. Oh, we don't even have a green star yet. That is even better.
Better. Yeah.
That's great. Traditional markets, S&P on a 10-minute chart, on a 5-minute chart. Where did we open this morning? I don't know. It's right there. That's the opening candle. We go down. We make a low at 950. The up candle is the 10 a.m. candle. There's your 10 a.m. reversal.
Put in.
I want to make sure we fell more than 10 points. We did not. We only fell 8 points. This would have been a little challenging for me. I'm not going long until probably midway through that 10 a.m. candle. And we are now up 11 points, and this looks great. We are having a bullish day after a bad day, considering how well Bitcoin behaved yesterday on such a big drop day, an up day in the stock market today and tomorrow. I think Bitcoin is breaking 72. I think we're going up. I will have an awesome futures trade. This is how I like to trade. I want to get in, and I want to go instantly to the upside. I don't want to be in a losing position for 3 or 4 days in a week, especially on a futures trade. I want to get in. I want it to go nothing but up and to the right for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm out. That's exactly what's happening. Here's our correlation. Looking great. We're back to 68K. I want to see 68K break before we get off the stream. Real quick, I want to look at NVIDIA and Tesla. I am not that bullish on Tesla. We already discussed why. And NVIDIA is, ooh, look at that. Everything is recovering here. And MicroStrategy, oh, that's a 1 hour chart. Why is it a 1 hour chart? Look at MicroStrategy pulling back. Man, a pullback in MicroStrategy looks nice. Very nice. Very nice pullback in MicroStrategy. All right, back to Bitcoin. Let's break. There it is, 68K broken.
68K.
We can get off screen share. Let's go.
Absolutely fantastic. Great show once again. Look, guys, if you're interested in the MRI or alphanumerics, we talk about it all night, and I never promote it, but the links are in the description below for 30% off. Go ahead and grab that so you can follow along with us at home. Use the affiliate links in the description below. Use the bot. It's all locked and loaded right now. We can't wait to see Bitcoin crack through 68, 70, 74, onwards and upwards, guys. Have a wonderful night. Tone, same time tomorrow, brother.